You know, there's a hidden war being fought right now over the stuff you think you own. Yeah, from the phone you're holding to the car you drive, there's this invisible set of rules that's totally rewriting what ownership even means. And this isn't just some small annoyance, it's a blueprint for control. And with AI expected to arrive in the next 800 days, these little digital locks could become fully automated chains. So the real question is, are we ready for that? Let's get into it.
It all kind of starts with a simple, really frustrating idea, like this one from author Darren Lawson Hosking. Imagine it. You spend a fortune on a tractor. It's yours. It's your property. But the second it breaks down, you're not actually allowed to fix it. Suddenly, you're locked out of your own machine, and you have to go hat in hand and pay a fee just for permission to use the thing you already bought and paid for.
And really, that's the core question we're tackling here, drawing on Hosking's work over at themoralalgorithm.com. Is this really the future we want to sign up for? You know, a world where owning something is basically just a glorified rental agreement, where companies can use digital locks as levers of control forever, especially when you think about how powerful AI is about to get. To really get how we ended up here, you've got to understand that there's been this huge shift. The whole idea of what it means to own something, well, it's been quietly changed right under our noses. And look, this isn't just some fringe issue that only affects a few people. No, it's totally systemic. We're talking about everything from giant farm equipment to our electronics and even, believe it or not, life-saving medical gear. These companies have put what are basically digital handcuffs on the things we all depend on every single day. So you're probably asking, how is this even legal? Well, it all comes down to this one single law. It was originally made for something else entirely, but now it's being used to lock down everything we thought we owned. It's called an anti-circumvention law. In the US, it's Section 1201 of the DMCA. Now, it was supposed to stop people from pirating movies, but what it actually did was create this massive loophole. Companies quickly figured out they could slap a simple digital lock on anything, a tractor, a phone, you name it, and boom, just like that, fixing your own stuff became a potential federal crime if you had to bypass that lock to do it. And get this, the penalties are absolutely staggering. For a first offense, just for bypassing one of these digital locks, you could be looking at 5 years in prison and a $500,000 fine just for trying to fix your own tractor. It's insane. Which brings us right back to that tractor trap. So a farmer can go out, buy a new part, physically install it on their John Deere tractor, and the machine still won't work. It's locked by software until they pay a technician to drive all the way out there and type in a secret code. You can imagine, during planting season, that kind of delay can literally cost them their entire harvest. It's not a service fee, it's a ransom. Okay, now let's talk about our phones. Apple uses this exact same kind of law to make it illegal to install a different app store on your iPhone. This monopoly lets them charge what is basically a 30% tax on almost every single purchase. We're talking about $100 billion a year, pulled from the pockets of small developers and businesses who have absolutely no other choice. But it gets even darker. During the COVID pandemic, hospital technicians knew how to repair broken ventilators from Medtronic. They had the parts, they had the skills, but the machines were software locked. They wouldn't power on until the hospital paid for a remote authorization code. Just think about that. Life-saving ventilators sat useless while people were dying, all to protect a company's business model. And if you want to see where this all leads, this story is just wild. A Polish company called Nuwag literally programmed its trains to just brick themselves if their sensors detected they were being repaired at a competitor's shop. And the only way to fix it? You guessed it. You had to pay Nuwag a huge fee to diagnose the issue and give you the unlock code. Okay, so this whole system of controls seems pretty unbreakable, right? But here's where the story takes a weird turn. A strange twist in global politics has actually created this unexpected opportunity, like a glitch in the matrix that could let us break free. So how did this bad idea go global in the first place? Well, the US started embedding these anti-circumvention rules into all of its trade deals. The message to other countries was pretty simple. Hey, adopt our laws that make our big corporations rich, or we're going to slap you with crippling tariffs. It was basically blackmail. But then, something really funny happened. The Trump administration came in and just put tariffs on everyone. Allies, enemies, didn't matter. And just like that, the threat that was holding this whole system together just vanished. I mean, why would any country keep a bad law they were forced into adapting if they're already getting punished anyway? So this creates this really powerful, really logical question for the rest of the world, right? The stick is gone, the threat is empty. This is the moment for other countries to stand up, reclaim their own digital sovereignty, get rid of these laws, and let their own innovators actually compete for a change.
But here's the thing, just breaking the locks, that's not enough. If we don't change the underlying system itself, new monopolies are just going to pop up to replace the old ones. That's why we need a real long-term framework for what we build next.
And that's the absolutely crucial point here. We can't keep fighting the same battle over and over again every decade. Any little fix we put in place now, well, corporations will just find a way around it in the next business cycle. We need a solution that's systemic, one that permanently changes the rules of the game on a planetary scale. And this is where Darren Lawson-Hosking introduces a concept he calls ordered liberty. It's not just a tweak, it's a whole new framework designed to completely reorganize society around the idea of human flourishing, not corporate profit. The goal is to set up fair rules that ruthlessly hold back the power of both corporations and governments. Ordered liberty is built on 5 pillars. It starts by educating citizens so we can all resist manipulation. It makes sure everyone has a stable economic foundation so they can actually thrive, not just survive. It puts strict limits on corporate power to kill monopolies before they start. It creates new ways for us, the citizens, to actually have a say in our own governance. And finally, it locks all these protections into a constitution so they can't be easily taken away.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's do a little comparison. Let's look at our reality right now versus a future that's built on these principles of ordered liberty.
So let's go back to our farmer. Right now, a little software lock means lost time, lost money, maybe even a lost crop. But under ordered liberty, the right to repair isn't a slogan. It's a fundamental protected right. The farmer is empowered, they're self-reliant, and they're in control of their own damn livelihood. The entire system is built to support them, not to squeeze every last penny out of them.
Okay, now think about the hospital again. In the system we have now, corporate profits can and do literally cost people their lives. But under ordered liberty, something like a ventilator is treated like the critical infrastructure it is. It's designed from the ground up to be repaired and maintained, because the ultimate goal of the whole system is human well-being, not just next quarter's earnings report.
Look, this isn't just some fantasy. The political moment to make a change is actually here, right now. The path to a better, more free future is clear, but it's going to take all of us to walk it. So what can you actually do? Well, for starters, get educated and share what you learn. Make this right to repair stuff a real voting issue. But more than anything, I want to encourage you to think bigger. Don't just ask for little fixes to a system that's fundamentally broken. Start exploring a whole new framework for the future. All the ideas we've been talking about come from the work of Darren Lawson-Hosking. If you want to go way deeper on the problem, and especially on the comprehensive solution of ordered liberty, you have to check out themoralalgorithm.com.
And if you want to actually take the first step on that journey, the site has this really amazing tool. It's called One Voice. It's designed to help you start thinking through all these complex issues for yourself and find your own voice in this conversation. This war on ownership is very, very real. The digital locks we see today are just a preview of the automated levers of control we're going to see in a world run by AI. The time to get ready, the time to act is right now. So the single best thing you can do is share this information. Start the conversation with your friends and family. Because the future that's coming in the next 800 days, well, that future is up to us.